Hey guys! So this weekend I went to go see Shazam. I took my entire family. Yes, my entire family, including my 6 and 7-year-old daughters. And I have to say, my entire family, we all loved it. Yes, it was so good. You guys, it was so good. So I'm going to get into my review. There are going to be some spoilers, but they're going to be towards the end, and I'm going to give you full warning first. So yeah, this is my review for Shazam. I'm Tessa with mamasgeeky.com. All right, guys, I've got to say, this movie was the perfect combination of action and humor. There were parts where I was laughing so hard that like I had tears like streaming down my face. I'm not even kidding. There was several times where I was like, oh my God, I can't even breathe. Like that was so funny. I thought the entire cast was amazing. The kids were great. Zachary Levi was, of course, amazing. Are you surprised? No, I'm not surprised. But he was so great. He was so perfect as that character. He was so perfect as Shazam. I absolutely loved it. My daughters loved it. But like I said, the action, there was a lot of action. There's one scene where it could be scary for some kids. Now, I've got to tell you, my kids have seen Infinity War. I mean, they've seen some stuff. They've heard some language. I'm not that concerned about it. My husband and I are very lax about that. When it comes to language in movies, especially comic book movies, we're really bad at like, we love comic books, so we like totally push it on the kids. Not push it on the kids, but like they're allowed to watch stuff that most 6 and 7-year-olds probably are not allowed to watch, like Shazam. But there's one part in particular, it's in a boardroom. If you guys have seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. It could be a little scary. I mean, there's some demons that represent the 7 deadly sins, and they're released and they start killing people. One like literally bites the head off of somebody. But my daughter, my 7-year-old, I am not kidding. She like yelled out. She goes, "This is the action I've been waiting for." And I was like, "It's my girl. That's my girl right there. That's my daughter." She's obviously just like her mama. And she sat right up and was watching it like, and my 6-year-old was like laughing. Like she was like, that demon looks funny. Like Gluttony, right? The big fat one. She was like laughing at it. She's like, it's funny. I was like, oh my God, my kids are crazy. My kids are awesome, but my kids are crazy. But yes, we really, really loved it. There was so many funny parts, you guys. There was so many like, I mean, there's some references to Superman. There's some references to Batman, which I thought were great. Because if you know, I'm a DC fan. I am. People try to tell me I'm not, but I know I am. I mean, my daughter's name is Ivy. She's named after Poison Ivy. I have a Poison Ivy tattoo. I have this bracelet that I've had for years. So yeah, I am a DC fan. I just think their movies have been meh up until lately. Like this for me is probably my second favorite. I would say it's my second favorite DC film behind Wonder Woman. I think Wonder Woman was just phenomenal, but it's a whole different type of feel for a movie too. You guys have seen in the trailers, if you haven't seen the movie, they're doing all the testing of Shazam's superhero, like what his superhero powers are. Oh my God, some of those scenes are the best scenes. I think Freddy was phenomenal. Probably my favorite character, honestly. I think I liked him more than I liked Shazam's character and Billy. It was really great. It was really super good. That's all I have to say. Like, it was amazing. It was hilarious. My kids sat through the entire 2 hours and 12 minutes, whatever it was, weren't bored. We sat all the way through the end. There's 2 end credit scenes you don't want to miss. The last one is amazing. I'm going to talk about those in a second once I get into the spoiler part of this review. But it just, overall, it was so good. Yes, there's language. There's a decent amount of language. There's some bad words. But like I said, my kids, like, whatever. It really doesn't bother me. So there's language. They go to a gentleman's club at one point, sort of. I mean, you don't see anything in there, but there's reference. They say boobies. My daughters laughed. They thought that was funny. There's a little bit of bullying. Again, those demons might be scary. You do see them several times. But my 6-year-old wasn't even scared of them. So it just depends. You guys know your kids. But I thought it was a great movie. It was a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. It is a wild ride. And just from beginning to end, it was great. There's a twist in there, a little bit of a twist, which I'll get into in my spoiler section here. But I didn't see it coming, which I really liked. I didn't see it coming. And when a movie can surprise me, I really enjoy it. So I say it is a 5 out of 5, a 10 out of 10, a 100 out of 100. Phenomenal movie. Definitely go see it. Totally worth a watch, and then another watch, and then another watch. I am for sure going to buy this the day it comes out, and my whole family is probably going to watch it again. We really enjoyed it. We loved it. All of us, myself, my husband, and my 2 daughters. It's a great movie. I say it's fun for the whole family, but you guys know your kids. So if you don't want them getting some language or violence, not much violence, but the scariness might be a factor. Yeah, so that's what I say for my spoiler free, but let's get into spoilers right now. So I will say there was one part that made my daughter cry. My 6-year-old cried. I cried too. It was when Billy's mom basically told him she didn't want him anymore, right? She was like, yeah, I saw you with the cops. And I was like, yeah, I'm good with having a kid. I mean, that's not really how she said it, if you guys have seen the movie. But, you know, basically his mom said, I didn't want you anymore. She did say, I didn't think I could do as good a job, blah, blah, blah. But like, she didn't even remember the little toy that she won him, which kind of broke my heart because obviously he's held on to it for all these years. Just thinking of his mom, and for him to give it to her was such a important thing. And she's like, what's this? Like, she didn't even know. So that made my daughter cry a little bit, made me cry a little bit. Other than that, though, nothing else really made my kids upset. Nothing made my kids upset. They totally loved it. Again, they are used to movies like this. They've seen Infinity War, where they sob like babies at the end, but I sob like a baby at the end. And I think most people sob like a baby at the end. So, with that being said, it was just a really great movie. I really enjoyed it. The part that I did not see coming, and it's funny because at the very beginning, when Billy was in the throne room there with Shazam, and Shazam's talking about my brothers and sisters, and there was 7 of us, and they've got the 7 thrones. He went back, and when he went back to the foster house, I was like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's those people, like, there's 6 of them, right? There's 6. I was thinking, at first I was thinking, oh, if there's 7, maybe they're going to take over the thrones. They'll all get the power of Shazam somehow, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, there's only 6, so nope, that's not what's going to happen. Totally forgot about it. In one ear, out the other. Like, that was my thought, and then it went away. And then, towards the end, when he's having trouble defeating the villain, Dr. Savannah, is that how you say his name? I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but I believe that's it. And then all the 7 deadly sins, and he's like, realizes he needs to come together as a family, and they all need to put their hand on the staff there, and he says Shazam, and, well, he says, say my name, and they all yell, Billy! That was funny, and he's like, no, the name I say to change, or whatever, and he's like, oh, Shazam! I thought that was great. I thought it was awesome. I was like, oh! So, like, I kind of saw it coming, but then I totally forgot about it, because I was like, there's 7. So that was really smart. That was really smart to have the 7 thrones, and then it was only 6 people. I thought that was awesome. Adam Brody as Freddy was everything. Perfect casting as grown-up superhero, whatever, Freddy. I'm obsessed with Adam Brody. I loved the OC, and of course, you guys know I'm a total nerd, a total geek. So for me, Seth in the OC was like everything. I loved him so much. I wanted him to be with Summer. I was like, that whole storyline, I was always so invested in it. And I love Adam Brody. So when I saw him on there, I freaked out. I was so excited. And that, like, had the movie been trash, which it wasn't, I still would love this movie because Adam Brody. I think he was phenomenal. I think he was the perfect Freddy. I thought all of the superhero foster kids were just, like, perfect. And I loved it so much. I really did. It was so amazing. I loved that part. I loved how they all had the different powers and they all did certain things. Freddy carrying the bullies with the suitcase wedgie was hilarious. My daughter, my 6-year-old, just walks around all the time now asking for a suitcase wedgie because it sounds like fun, and we're trying to explain to her it is not fun. Did you see Freddy? It was not fun. He was not happy about it. But we really truly loved the movie. And the end credit scenes, you guys. End credit scenes. So good. Like, I didn't know who this Mr. Mind was, the caterpillar. I had to look it up. And now I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm here for this. Not only do I want to go back and find comics with him in it and read about it, and get even more invested in it. Like, I'm here for, like, this Mr. Mind to show up in the future in the DCEU. 1,000,000% here for it. And if you guys know me, you know maybe I'm not the most biggest fan of Aquaman. I'm just not. And I'm not for Namor either. Okay. Obviously I'm racist against the undersea people. That's gotta be what it is. I don't know why. Something about them bores me. I always thought their powers were stupid. I don't know why. I don't know why. So that end credit scene when Shazam basically is like, well, that's a lame power about talking to fish and being underwater. I died. I was laughing so hard. Again, tears. I was crying. I was laughing so hard and I was like, yes, let's make fun of Aquaman. Let's do it. But I mean, if you guys checked out my Aquaman review, you do know, I think it was a decent movie. It was okay. I mean, it wasn't the best. It wasn't the worst. It's right smack in the middle of the DCEU movies for me. But I thought Shazam was so good. And the only reason it's second is, and it's hard to compare to Wonder Woman because it's such a different feel. But this movie was so great. If I didn't love Wonder Woman so much, this could have easily been the best movie, I think, in the DCEU. It's so good. It was so good. It was just funny. And there was so much great action. I mean, the fact that he like defeats, the villain there, Doctor, and he has the thing with all the 7 deadly sins and he goes to like put it in his eye and he goes, I'm not putting a demon ball in my head. What do you think I am? I mean, he's so funny the whole time. He's like, hey, what's up? I'm a superhero. Like, I don't know. I thought it was so funny. I thought it was so great. I mean, I give this movie two thumbs up. You guys comment below and tell me what you think. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Mama's Geeky. Of course, subscribe to me on YouTube as well. And yeah, thanks for taking the time to watch this. Tell me what you guys thought. But I gotta say, I really loved it. I really loved it. Like, if I was able to, I would totally go back to theaters and watch it again. It's that good. But there's some other movies I really want to see. So if I get the chance to head to the theater, I'm going to do that. But I am definitely buying this the day it comes out. It was phenomenal. I loved it.